Hello, Marksman520 here, bringing you another part of our Serbia campaign. I know I haven't put out any videos in a few days, and I'm very sorry about that, but I should be popping out a couple parts in this one, because I think I'm going to record probably about an hour or so. I don't really have much space on my hard drive, but I got enough space for an hour of recording. I got about 90 gigabytes left. I got to clear out some of my old videos. I don't really do that too much, but I got to go on into my files and start deleting some of those videos, because if you've ever recorded videos, you know they take up an awful lot of memory. Of 15-minute videos, about 3-4 gigabytes, maybe even more of memory, at least with Fraps, because Fraps actually does not record in the most efficient format for videos. They're not the smallest format for videos. So yeah, I gotta clear that out, but I should have enough for about an hour, so I'm probably gonna record about an hour of this or so, maybe more if I'm getting into it, enjoying what I'm doing. Um, so and then I'll probably just split that up into like 15, 20, 30-minute parts, and just split that up. I'm gonna move something on my desk so I can see the clock, so I know how long I've been recording. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I should be able to tell. So here's how we left it off. We have Serbia and Tunis here. We discussed a little bit of our plans for the future. One of those plans, and I just noticed that the German Empire had formed. I don't know when that happened. Um, I wasn't really paying attention, I guess, but the German Empire is formed. So I don't think I've showed you guys the world at this point in time. So I know a lot of people like to see, what's going on in the world, what's happening with all the other countries, because we've been focusing, obviously, in this area, this Balkans area, as well as North Africa, but you don't really know what's been going on, say, Asia, say, North, South America. So, here's Europe, German Empire, and there's Austria. It's a little chunk of German Empire, or what was Germany. Russia doesn't appear to really have changed too much. They probably acquired this land right here, which I think starts as a uncolonized territory. France hasn't really changed. We got Belgium and Luxembourg still standing. Switzerland's still standing. A lot of these countries here in a lot of these small German states, they're gone, which you kind of expect. But here we still got Krakow right there, and the Ottomans don't appear to have taken any of Egypt, but as you may have noticed, Egypt is actually having tons and tons of rebellions. They're almost completely occupied by rebels. Um, so let's look here. Britain has basically taken this coastal territory. It looks like Liberia might have actually expanded a bit. Yeah, I don't think Liberia was this large in the start, so they expanded a bit. Germany has acquired Accra here, which I think Accra actually starts as somebody else. Port or as control of one of the other nations. Portugal has expanded into Africa as well. Um, Oman still controls Zanzibar here. Ethiopia is same size by the looks of it, and they have a rebel problem too. This little province here has been occupied. Borge, or no, Bonga. It looked like an R. Um, Bonga has been occupied by rebels, so let's take a look here. Looks like Baroda has expanded. Kuch is still standing, or Kuch. I don't really know. Austria, I need to notice this. Austria has a couple provinces right here in, I guess, the Middle East. I think that's part of modern day Pakistan, right there. Um, I don't know how they got that, but they do. They have a little piece of territory there. Let's go take a look over here. And Vietnam, which Dinam has expanded a bit. Looks like they went to war with Siam by the looks of it, and Cambodia got some of that territory too. Looks like they went to war with Siam and took basically this little part of Southeast Asia from Siam, and Cambodia's expanded as well as Vietnam. And Luang Prabang is still there, still standing. Um, and the UK has not taken Burma. They usually go for them, I believe. It's very surprising, actually. Um, Bali's still standing. Britain has occupied all of Australia and New Zealand. I think they start with all of New Zealand, though. They don't start with all. They just start with the coast of Australia. But I think they start with all of New Zealand. Japan's not expanded. Let's go over here to the United States, and Mexico still holds this huge chunk right here. And it's funny because in other games I've seen like the United States hold Baja California and these northern parts of what modern day Mexico. Also, Cuba has formed in the Central States, United States, Central America. I think they've expanded a bit. They look a bit larger than before, but I'm not sure how they got that territory. Um, so basically, all of Canada is under Britain now, which is what you expect. It looks like Peru has expanded and taken this little territory here from Ecuador. Paraguay has already expanded. I believe we already pointed that out. And Argentina has also taken a chunk from Bolivia. It doesn't look like anybody else has really taken anything from Bolivia. And Uruguay looks the same size, so I think that's basically what's happening. Ooh, Portugal has actually lost some of their territory here in eastern Portugal, which is very interesting. I also didn't see this. Italy has colonized some coastal territory here. Um, Dakala, uh, Dakla, and Ayanan, I think, are the only provinces. I probably butchered those pronunciations, but what are you gonna do? It doesn't look like anything's changed here, and we've already looked at Europe. I don't think there's really any changes in Europe since the last time I talked about it. But Two Sicilies still going strong. Italy's still here in north and central Italy. There's nothing else to really talk about. I don't really, I don't really think there's any news in Europe besides what I just pointed out. So, anyways, as we were, and I did forget to demobilize our reserves, but I kind of want to know where they are, because I think our reserves are in Serbia, and although I should demobilize them, I think this is our reserves right here, and I don't think we have an alliance. We don't have an alliance with the Ottomans anymore, because I can tell because we can't see their territory. It's this fog of war right here means that we don't have an alliance because we'd be able to see all the territory if we had an alliance. They might give us military access because I definitely want to demobilize the reserves. I know that's very beneficial. At the same time, um, I don't want to have absolutely no defenses. Yeah, they won't give it to us, and that's like the only way in, I think. Unless we can get military access from Austria, probably won't go for it. Yeah. I hate the AI in this game. There must be like some kind of mod to fix this because they're so like they're like um it's like they what's the word I'm looking for? It's like they're bipolar. One day they want to give you a bro job, the next day they're just like fuck you. So we're gonna have to deal with that. I would like to demobilize our reserves. Unfortunately, I believe our reserves are our only defense in Serbia right now. So I don't really want to mobilize those reserves because I want to keep them there. So it appears like we might, be able to put some kind of struggle up if we were invaded. I don't really foresee an invasion because the only countries that border us, for one thing, Wallachia, they they can't declare war. So that's one thing out of the way. Austria, our relations are 135, and the Ottomans, our relations are 165. Because of that, and I was told if you have relations with a country above 50, their chances of them randomly declaring war on you is virtually none. So I think we're pretty safe on that. So I might, yeah, I'm going to demobilize reserves anyways because we're pretty safe um, on the fact that we're not, we shouldn't get invaded. So anyways, our plans for the future. Italy is actually colonizing this territory right there. Alright. So anyways, our plans for the future. Either, I kind of want to take this territory right here. If I go to the region map mode, we'll see that this is the Dumyat region. And because Egypt is plagued right now with rebels, there's a good thing and there's a bad thing about it. The good thing is the fact that Egypt probably doesn't have a strong military right now. So it shouldn't need a lot of soldiers. Well, if we don't have a lot of soldiers, and this is a very populated and very profitable region. I know that from personal experience in past games. This region has a huge population, I believe. Recruitment, national. I just want to go to the population map mode. Where is it? Where's the population map mode? Nationality, population density. It's not really dense though. Well, actually, I think the region also consists of, it consists of these two territories, which are, or these three provinces, which are densely populated. And they're small too, so I don't know if I can't see the population. Oh, 121,000 in this one province. 52 in that one, 79 in that one. We got 26.3 and then 6.1. So these three provinces combined probably will double our, well, let's look at it. 121, 52, so that's 100, no, is it 120 or 100? So it's 120, so that's 173,000 plus, let's say 80, so it's 100, what was it, 100? Okay, so that's 121, that's 173. 173 plus 80 will give us about 153, I guess. I mean, that's off the top of my head. So let's see, it's about 153,000. So it won't double our population. I wasn't that far off. I was about 50,000 off because doubling our population would be 200,000. Because we got, or not doubling our population, I mean 50% of our population. I can't think today. So it would be a 50% increase in population. Plus, there are some good goods that we don't actually have. I can't view it. No, I gotta zoom in to view it, don't I? Alright. So we do have some cotton. I don't think we have any cotton. Also some fruit, grain, more fruit. But the population helps because you can tax that. So if I look at this, because I want to see what we have. There's probably an easier way to do this than just kind of looking around. I don't think we have any cotton though. We got grains. We got some wool, more grain and fruit. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any cotton back home. I don't know what these guys do. Fish, and more fish. Or no, fish and more fish. There's fish up here. Also, we got fruit and some coal, grains, so we can use that, we can use all of that really. I mean, we don't really need grain, but damn it. But the cotton's very valuable in my opinion. The cotton, and we don't really have too much fruit, so we get a decent amount of fruit as well. We get 3 fruit provinces, and we only get 1 grain province. We don't really need grain. But as I was saying, there is a problem to doing this. There is a that I have personally experienced before when invading Egypt when it's under siege by rebels. The major problem being the rebels will attack you. All right, they won't attack you right off, but eventually, once they run out of territory to occupy, or you get too close to the occupational areas that they're occupying, they will start attacking you. And I know that there's probably a large chunk of Egyptian reactionaries, so that's going to be a problem. We also need to wait, obviously, for our infamy to go down. We're at 16.6, and or 16.16, and we'll get a maximum of 10 infamy, or no, we'll get more than that, won't we? Because this is going to be, I can't establish protector. Let's just take a look here. If I can demand a concession, that's 5 actually, so we can do that. I just want to recruit my soldiers, so I'm going to need like this entire Tunisian force here. I'm recruiting 2 more units in Tunisia, so we'll have 4 units, which would be 12,000 soldiers. Which, you know, this is a bit risky doing this. Or we can also take these guys if we need them. How many transports do we have, though? Stay here. Why are you leaving? Oh, because the port's over there. Derp. Alright, we'll let them... We'll just start playing here, and we almost got a stock exchange, which will help our taxes. What? We're hemorrhaging money like crazy. It's like Greece up in this. No offense if you're from Greece. Or did I mean offense? I probably did. So we're going to keep going this route. We're going to get business banks next because, you know, need that tax efficiency. So, oh, it's like bugged. I got like a bugged ship here. Like, I want to disband it. Yeah, disband it. Cool. Now you can all merge. How many transports do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have. Well, we can transport these guys now. Wait till our units recruit into need, and then we could take those soldiers once they're recruited. Well, actually, they might be recruited before the justification goes through, because we still have to justify it. So I also have a lot of diplomatic points to spend. I don't know where to spend it. Maybe we'll try to spend it, kind of divvy it around between all these nations around us to try to get them at least above 50. And it's going to be easier with the nations that don't border us, because Austria and the Ottomans, our relations with them are slowly going to decline over time because we have legitimate casus belli against them for territory that they possess. So because of that, our relations are going to slowly decrease over time. So I'm going to have to keep monitoring that. So it's going to be easier to get like Italy, 2 Sicilies, Spain. It's going to be easier to get those guys up and keep them up there, not have to monitor it, because we don't have legit casus bellis against them. They don't have legit casus bellis against us. Yeah, we'll try to max that out. I know I probably really don't have to, because we have 180 relation, but at the same time, I got points that I just, like, at this point in time, I'm just trying to get rid of these points, because right now we have no points. Or right now we were capped at points. So we need to start spending points, because you get capped at 9, and once you get to 9, you don't go up anymore. So basically you're just wasting that. So I want to spend them. I probably spent a bit too much, but, you know, shit happens. So I found out about it. 4.8 infamy. That's not too bad. I mean, it put us at 21. infamy. So we're gonna definitely have to chill after this. We're gonna definitely have to chill. Um, I want to see real quick how many people are socialists in our country. Dominant issues, nationality. Socialist is radical, so that's 0.8% of the population, I believe. No, I think that's the House, so that's not necessarily the population. Um, so I'm thinking getting that infamy is not too bad to the socialists. Because there aren't a lot of socialists, so, them getting foreign militancy isn't that bad. It's not a lot.